Good morning. Today is what day is it? Thursday. Getting ready to cast off the lines and go on vacation. And we're going to do some nice weather crossings. So we got gale warnings where we're headed. We're going to probably sail through those today. I'm going to get a couple of those bits. I'm getting ready to cast off the lines. Enjoy the show. Yeah.
Alright. There we go.
Half line's off.
Half line's off.
I'm doing midship next. Midship's off. We're clear.
All aboard! Hurry up!
All aboard.
Captain's log, Earth date June 15th, 2017. And I'm Captain Brenda Furry and First Mate Richard Furry. And the mission today is to sail under sail power from the Port of Everett to Garrison Bay, Washington. We're expecting winds between 15 up to 35 knots with gusts up to 47 knots in the strait. And we will be monitoring the weather and adjusting our sail plan as necessary, depending on the wind and the wave conditions as they continue to develop. Right now we're going to leave the Port of Everett under reasonable conditions. It feels right now like the knots are about 10 knots, and we are at high tide, almost slack tide. So we should have a nice trip, at least from here to Possession Point.
So, we were experiencing 7 to 10, 15 knot blows, full sail. Everything was out, and we were getting about 8 knots, 7 to 8 knots, pretty consistently over water. And so we saw bigger winds coming up around Possession Point, so we decided to reef early. And so we got 2 full reefs in the main, and we're at the second reef in the forward sail. And really, we're just running on the middle sail. So we're set to go for a quick drop if it gets real crazy. We're going to go around Possession Point, and we're going to head up right. The wind will be on our aft when we make that corner. So we'll see how we do. It's important to know. We probably would have kept our sails up at the high speeds, but there's this impending threat of higher winds and storm that we're headed for. So we're like chickening out, and we're going for the reef early. Anyways.
Reef often, reef early.
Say it again.
Reef often, reef early. So we're underway. Fog has rolled in on us. We're just passing Possession Point, entering Admiralty Inlet. And we turned on the radar because we are in fog and we are coming up into the area where there are shipping lanes. I will stay out of the shipping lanes best I can. But we are under sail power and it is fog. We have a brand new radar reflector and we have radar that we have checked the distances on and it seems to be accurate and it's correctly identifying 6 ships in our vicinity.
Say it again. 6 ships?
Yeah, we have 6 ships. Big ships.
I can't see. So like Brenda said, we're playing with the radar. We're not playing with it, we're using it. But it's old. Look at this thing. That's it. There we are. There's, I think, the marker. 2 boats. Maybe another boat. There's one up here. And of course, this is the land right here. Look at that sail ship.
That is so cool. It's huge. It's a cutter.
They're under straight power.
Yeah.
So we've been listening to these guys talk, telling vessels to be 1,000 yards away from them. I doubt that we're within that parameter. But that is a submarine being towed in, and that looks like Navy escort. Those are birds. I can't quite tell. It looks like cargo for that ship. Yeah, we're passing Bush Point, and that Navy vessel, I think we're way away from it, at least 2 miles.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the other shipping lane.
Let's see what the radar says. Oh. That's 1 nautical mile. I think that's actually they're 1, 2, 3.5 nautical miles away from us. What's their position?
About 9:30
Yeah, they're
and cruising fast.
yeah, almost at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's right here. So yeah, they're about 1, 2, 3.5 nautical miles out.
So we're coming into Port Townsend. Right out the window there, you see that ship going by? That's coming in from the opening, from the inlet. And that is the strait that we were going to cross today in 30 to 40 knot winds. We decided we're a little bit tired. We had a lot of fun sailing up Admiralty Inlet to this point. And we're going to take a break and decided that we've had enough new learning for one day. It's all gone well. We don't want to push our luck. So we're going to come over here to Port Townsend. Babe, if you lower yourself, I'll be able to get a nice shot of Port Townsend.
Consider myself lowered.
There we go. There's. And that's Point Wilson right behind Richard. There you go.
pretty close. Coming into Boat Haven now. And the Boat Haven looks like this. Oh! I gotta go to work.
We need to secure the dog. It was our first time to sail under this type of heavy wind conditions. We were seeing, according to the sail report that we had, we were seeing 15 to 18 knot winds and some pretty steep waves, especially when we were also getting all of the wake from the commercial vessels that were cruising by at high speed. So we decided, as tired as we were, that it would be better to find safe harbor. We came into Port Townsend and decided to land at Boat Haven. When we came in to approach the marina, it looked like we were going to beach our boat. The entrance to the marina is sideways. They have a breakwater, and the channel that goes in is right next to the beach. Right next to the beach. And we were in surf. We came in at low tide with high winds. We had about 3 to 4 foot waves, and we were coming in sideways. So we were taking surf broadside to come into the marina. And then once we got in to the marina, the amount of water flow between the different fingers of the docks was like high-powered rivers. And trying to negotiate and navigate, it was a challenge. The boat handled beautifully. The Morgan loves me, and she pulled her shit together, and we didn't hit anything.
Richard Furrier, first mate report. It's good to be first mate and navigation. So quite an adventure. Coming into this place, we had to get within 20 feet of the beach, and that was we were over 5 foot of water. If we got any wider, it would have been 3 foot of water. So we were in danger of running aground, but we did not. We missed our first turn in because the lanes are not clearly marked, and the second turn in. So we went all the way to the end, turned around, came back. And that wasn't the hard part. We had good winds, 15, 17, almost 20-mile-an-hour winds at this point. The breakwater was breaking the water, but the current was on the flood, so it was getting a lot of eddies action. There's a lot of current in here. When Brenda came across into the proper lane, B dock, and tried to make her right-hand turn, well, we nearly collided with the Grandeur. It spun her back end around, and I thought we were going to... There's a Grandeur of the powerboat right there. The current was so strong that I thought we were going to careen our aft stand in as we were coming in this direction and against her bow. And Brenda, you know how on occasion full gas pedal is the answer to the solution. Brenda fully throttled up as it was spinning her rear end around. We got that, backed out, came back around again, but in our maneuvers, there's another vessel that we nearly collided with, the Cape Clear. It's that catch and beyond the Grandeur. You see it? Right about there. We almost careened into her bowsprit with our bowsprit. She probably would have won. But Brenda found reverse, throttled out, and we went backwards into the lane. Vessel. Okay. So, the lady on the other vessel on the end dock got in her dinghy and offered us an assist on a little bump push to get our nose to come around, and it was fantastic. She said, "You want help?" And we said yes. And she pushed our bow around so we wouldn't hit the Cape Clear and we wouldn't lose our rear end and careen into the Grandeur. And then again into our very slip here. She gives us a quick push, docked the boat, grabbed the line. And this is the marina. I think we actually went with another group of people, the Silver Wing. They decided to press on and cross Strait of Juan de Fuca. They texted us 35 knot winds, and they had a small triangle of a sail up, and they were just doing great. And they were going to come here, and we were going to cross, but we switched because we were tired. And I think, honestly, as difficult it was to get from this bay and into this marina, the hour it took, we probably would have been better off just following suit and just crossing over Strait of Juan de Fuca into San Juan. But we didn't. We were tired, and we erred on the side of caution, and that's what it was. We had another successful landing. This is Richard. First mate's log. It's good to be first mate.